And another reason I don't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. No. Hi, everybody. We're movie related, and we are watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 4.
Still watching it.
Still watching it because we asked if we can stop watching it, and people said, no, we want to see you review it. So you asked for it, so now you're going to get it. Last episode, we thought was the worst episode. It was slow, draggy. We need to go and talk to this person. We need to go talk to another person. Now we need to go talk to another person. That was the episode. It really was not
But we got some information, and I like the acting.
We get information no matter how bad the episode is. Every episode will give us information. So, in this episode, they basically try and reason with the villain of the story. And we have Wakanda show up in this episode. And we have the new Captain America show up.
Who is kind of absent for the whole series. And I was wondering, isn't he supposed to be part of this?
Well, speaking of absence, we finally see the Falcon in this episode.
For about 5 seconds.
Because had he not falconed, he would have been dead. Because he had no chance of beating super soldiers.
So it's a good thing he was able to pull that suit out of nowhere.
Considering he didn't bring it with him from the United States.
You don't know that.
He must have overnighted it. It's a good thing that
Amazon is quick.
We're not on yet. And it's a good thing.
Oh, I lost mine. I need another one, Amazon.
Up $35. Oh, all right. Yeah, it's a good thing there's no pandemic going. He was able to get his suit overnighted to him.
It's good.
But, all right. We started watching this. Mark had already watched it last night. And we watched it this morning, and he was watching us. And we paused the episode a couple times, and we made predictions.
I was super impressed with how accurately you predicted.
It was... I had not seen it. But here's the thing. If somebody has never been in all 3 episodes, and he's one of the villains, and suddenly the villain shows up, and he has this long dialogue where they're talking about, whether they're doing the right thing, and the history of Captain America, and all this other... It's like they put on a Star Trek red shirt. They're going. They're disappearing at some point. And so predicted that early on.
The entire episode was super formulaic and predictable. Yeah. You have... Obviously, this is a spoiler, so if you're not watching, great. And if you're going to watch it, then maybe come back after you watch it.
Or listen to our review and then just don't watch it.
Or decide.
But you knew that, what's his name, Zemo was going to be in the basement of that place where she ran to. You knew that there was going to be one vial left over.
Oh yeah, we predicted that too.
You knew that Hoskins was eventually going to bite it, and you knew that...
hey, Battlestar, sorry. Battlestar.
and you knew that the Hand's new morality coach was going to bite it as well.
Yeah.
So there was no surprise in this episode whatsoever.
No. Now, after all that said and done, I did finally was kind of okay with this episode.
Well, it was a better episode because things happened.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I was more interested in this episode than I have been for the other 3. I wasn't dead bored like I was with the last episode.
Right, well, I mean, that said, the first half of this episode was pretty slow and draggy.
It was. But you know what? All shows are slow and draggy at the beginning and build to a climax. And here, at least in the end, they had somewhat of a climax. Whether Falcon actually showed up with his suit for a change. Wakanda beat Captain America's butt. And it all led to what we predicted. We knew he was going to become a super soldier. Spoiler, Captain America's now a super soldier again.
Because he took the last serum vial.
Last of the vials that magically wasn't destroyed because it hid behind some water bottles. But it was all for a purpose, right? He's Captain America, but he's an evil Captain America at the end of this one. He has no control over his emotions, and he flat out murders a guy.
See, I don't mind this.
Yeah.
Like, story-wise, you want him to be off the handle and do this to become the Captain America, not Captain America.
Right.
Yeah.
But I found that, you know, at the beginning, his personality, the beginning of the series, his personality was, I hope I do this job right. I want to be good for the American people.
Yeah.
I'm a hero, Medal of Honor winner.
They're not portraying him like that.
No, and then in one episode he's cocky, and then now he's impatient, irrational, and over the top,
Right.
evil kind of thing.
Yeah. And I don't think that is due to the serum. That's just how they've been portraying him since the beginning of the episode.
Although in a couple episodes now, they have portrayed him as, well, the regular path's not getting it done. We're going to have to go against regulations. And then another episode, he's going, whatever it takes to get the job done. And he's the one who said the end justifies the means.
Yeah, but it seems like it was like, okay, we need him to do this, so we'll do it now. It wasn't in his character. It wasn't a smooth transition.
It wasn't smooth. I think it was in his character, but they didn't give us enough build up to it. I agree, but I saw this happening from day one.
Well, we all did, but
Yeah.
at the same time, Paul's right. When they introduced us to him, when he was, before he was going out to meet everybody as Captain America, as the new Captain America, he was a level-headed, rule-following soldier.
We wanted to hate
decorated.
him. We wanted to hate him, but the introduction of him said, oh, okay, well, maybe
Yeah.
we don't hate him because he's a good guy.
So going off the rails and going against the rules is not what we would have expected from his character, from his introduction.
No, but we kind of knew he can't be a good guy. He can't be a really good guy and a really good representation of Captain America, because then there is nothing that Bucky and nothing that the Falcon can complain about him, right? So
Did you guys know that the actor is Kurt Russell, Goldie Hawn's son?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
I had no idea.
No? Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to look for the resemblance, and I can't
There
see
is no resent. Well, a little bit of Kurt Russell, the nose.
I kind of like him even more now, though.
it. There were a bunch of things I did like about this episode.
Okay.
I liked when they did the flashback to Bucky being deprogrammed.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very. If this episode, if the series was based on acting and intensity like that,
Yeah.
wow, that would be great. But it's not. I also liked how the series is about hypocrisy, really,
Yeah.
because you have everybody agreeing that the goal of the bad guys is good, and what they're doing is bad, but they also agree that nothing else can be, or that something should be done, they just don't know what. And if Falcon was in her shoes, he would be doing the same thing, because he agrees with her completely.
Yes.
And he has no answers.
It's all about sympathizing with the bad guy. That's what the whole series is about. Sympathize with the bad guy.
If she were not killing people out of the blue, like, why wouldn't Falcon be helping her?
Yeah. Well, see, in the last episode, the striking thing was she didn't just kill people. We blew up this place and some people accidentally got killed. These guys were tied up in the building, helpless, and she killed them. So that was out and out murder, right? So we went from being very sympathetic to her to going, oh, wait a minute, she might be going off the rails now. And then in this episode, it's back to sympathizing with her again, especially at the end when her friend gets killed and she's like in shock, and Falcon and her are talking and she's thinking she might, change her mind and everything. But of course, evil Captain America interrupts and stops the conversation. Right. So the end of the episode is a very striking visual. You would not see that in the movies, right? It's like The Boys, that almost with the imagery where you have Captain America standing over a body with a whole bunch of people, cameras and everything on their cell phones taking pictures. He's holding his shield, and the bottom quarter is covered in blood from the guy he just basically smashed the guy's head in. And it's now we're going to be, how is the America going to respond to this? Is this going to be fake news? They're trying to portray him as a bad guy and the government tries to cover it up now, like the current corporation that's running things? Or are they going to turn on him and he becomes an actual villain? So it actually starts to give me a little bit of intrigue to next episode.
Like, I would have rated this particular episode probably about an 8. but they really didn't give us enough information about the sister's restaurant, so I'm going to say it's a 7.
Yeah, I'm worried about the boat. I'm worried, like, even somebody else is, hey, isn't your sister in jeopardy of losing her boat? Even the bad guys know about the Falcon sister boat. But I really hope, if they don't resolve this by episode 6, it's getting a thumbs down from me.
The episode itself was the best so far,
Of the 4.
I believe.
Yeah.
But I still don't think it's good.
No.
Like all these fights that were happening, I'm thinking, why are they fighting? Like, I know they needed a fight, but I just didn't think it fit. It's like they're fighting for a fight's sake.
Right. It's like all the fight sequences were like a flash mob.
Yeah, like those Wakanda women.
They just showed up to fight.
Why did they just go all out brawl?
Because a man laid a hand on her. That's why.
That's why.
It was
He touched her shoulder.
Yep.
it was a good episode. I just don't think it's very well written.
Well,
And-
it's very formulaic. Yeah, absolutely. However, had this episode been almost episode 1, I would be looking more forward. I would have been looking more forward to the series than I have been since episode 1.
Yeah.
It at least kept my interest in this episode. The other episodes, really, I've been like, is it almost over yet? Even the half-hour episodes. So, yeah,
Like, at this point, I want to find out what's going to happen, but I'm not looking forward to the next episode.
but they got you hooked with that
No, they
visual.
don't.
A little
No, they
bit.
don't.
You're looking forward to it. You just said it.
They had a good visual, and they had a good segment of the flashback at the beginning, and it was better than the other episodes.
Yeah, and
But-
you wonder what's going to happen with Captain America.
Well, I'll
now.
say this. They could have rolled the credits on this episode where they did and said that this was the last episode, and I would have been fine with it.
Yeah. Like, okay, good.
Yeah, but then now you would have been said, okay, I wonder what's going to happen next
Nope.
season.
Nope.
You
Not
would have
even.
been there. Because, well, you know what? I want to know.
We know there's not going to be a next
It's
season.
like finally Captain America
There
is
isn't
away
gonna
with
be
the bad
another
guy.
season.
There's not going to be
There
a next
will
season.
absolutely will be in this. This is not a one-off like WandaVision.
This is done.
another series.
This is done.
Paul's prediction.
Paul's prediction.
Done.
Well, there you go. All right. Quick summary. We think this is the best of the 4 so far.
Mm-hmm.
It actually gives you a little bit of a hook into next week that maybe it makes it more interesting to follow along. So I'd have to say that this episode was more of a success for us. And at least we did not come out of this going, I don't want to watch another episode anymore, ever. At least we came out saying, I'm curious what happens. And that's at least a positive sign. So, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are we becoming too positive on it? I don't think we're real positive on it. We're just...
It kind of went from meh
to meh. So, and in fact, we went from to meh
meh,
to
to
eh. So maybe by the end in episode 6, we'll be going,
Ooh.
yay! But I doubt it. Let us know in the comments down below, and until next time, I guess we're movie related, and we'll see you on the channel.